who may or may not be out there. How goes it? So, still working on Mr. Karvel, trying to make some more progress with him. I've only got about 30 minutes. Another 30-minute quick session. I know it's not one of those. I've been streaming a lot today. Haven't seen a single person. Not a hello. not, a, not a hello out there. So yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes I get it. I get it. Sometimes, you know, who wants to watch a painter paint? Somebody paint. I actually played. I've been video gaming today and streaming. I've been minis painting and streaming, and now I'm minis painting and streaming again. And so far, no hellos. Hopefully, we'll get some hellos today. It's only 30 minutes. Granted, I'm not on for 4 hours at a time. I get it. I understand. Not everybody's. Not everybody's into the people who never around. But sorry. What can I say? I got going on. I was gaming tonight. I went did some board gaming with friends. Um, so yeah, had to do that. So where are we at? All right, getting a fresh look at him. He still looks kind of wonky. I got to do something about the clothes. The clothes are wrong. The clothes are way wrong. I gotta. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. I'm gonna put a purpleness in his shirt, or even it's either got to be a purpleness or a yellowness in his shirt because it's just not working. It's not working for what it is. I'm not. I'm not too fond of where my particular situation is at the moment. I feel like I've got to come up with something like light purple. Uh, what's a light purple? Like maybe a glaze purple? Do I have a glaze purple? How about an airbrush? An airbrush purple. Do I have a maybe that's what I need. How about a I have a I don't know that I do. I have a purple tone, shade. Purple. I was looking to see if I had an express paint that would qualify as a purple. Omega blue. Nope, that's not express paint. Oh, here, wait. Plasma bolt and what's that? Vivid bluish green. That's not purple. Tidal wave. That's definitely just blue. What is this color? Contrast Talisar blue. I don't know what that is either. I don't have blue in this guy. Purple. So I do have a ink, which is really just the same thing as my air paint here, and they're really thin. All right, so yeah, it's gonna have to be one of these. Let's go with. This is. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like I have too much colors on him again. I haven't blended the yellow and the blue or purple very well. I got to get that worked on. So I don't know. I may have to bail on the purple, or not on the purple, but on the yellow. I like the yellow. It's just not. It's too. I don't know. One point I think it's too yellow. Then I think it's too purple. Maybe I do need to blend it down. I like a bright. I wanted it to be a bright color, but it's like I'm not getting the blend I want. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you can't blend any two colors. I can blend it, but it won't be. I won't be able to peak it at a brightness because it's too hard of a changeover. I don't know. The yellow is too aggressive of a brightness, and that transition going from that to a purple, which is dark, is just not working for me. All right, so this is plugged. Time to gotta get that little. Oh, there we go. I don't need a lot of this. I just need just a tad to get the t-shirt colored. I don't want the white. The white is not working. The white is way too many colors. I need to stay in they call it in character, literally. Too many colors. I can't have too many colors. In fact, I may have to go away from the brown leather. The brown leather and the purple and the yellow. It's too many things going on, I think, and it's causing problems. It's causing problems. I may have to transition away from that. It was an idea in my head. The colors, the leather I thought would be good because it's armor. Armor's never dependent on a person, but it's starting to feel like maybe I should make the leather a blue leather or I don't know, black leather. Black goes with everything, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I can't have this white color. It's too much. We need to bring it around to a color that's more in line with the rest of him. We'll say he had a purple t-shirt on before it got all ragged out. And this is an airbrush paint, so it's not a contrast paint. I don't know that I have a contrast purple. I thought maybe I might, but I didn't find one in there. I don't mind this having a little bit of white, so I'm putting it on pretty thin. I just wanted to tone the white t-shirt into a purple that will go more with the rest of the color of the character. And then I got to do that belt, but the belt's going to have to find its proper feel too. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, what I haven't done yet is play. I keep talking about playing another round of Frosthaven, but I have to get myself to set it up and just do it. You know, I haven't gotten around to it yet. You know, for a lich, he carries around a lot of stuff. I just don't visualize a lich being like, you know, geared up. He's got pouches and other stuff going on. I'm like, dude, what are you carrying around? Are they like potions? Lich potions? Lich renewal creams? So, you know, he doesn't age any more than he already has. Don't let your bones go to dust. Buy Lich renewal cream. There you go. That's better. That actually looks a lot better, to be honest. Just not having that look white. It needed to be something other than white, and turning it into a faded purple brings him into line with the other colors on him, which I think will work. That said, I got to decide. I'm going to have to make a crucial decision on this, on what I'm doing with the purples, because it's really, this might be my last try at blending. I got to decide if it's going to blend, if it's going to be the colors I want, because if it can't do it, it's time to say so long. I can still change colors if I want, or turn it into something a little less, or just go with a rich purple and a lighter purple, classic one color purpley. It might have to be. I was hoping it didn't have to be, but it's starting to look like it's going to have to be. Just because of reasons, you know. Trying to see if I can separate my yellow. Separate. Break the line, my friend. Break the line. Once you break, I don't have to worry about it blending anymore. Break. Nope, not gonna break. It's gonna seep back in. It's gonna be a turd. Can't seem to break it. Oh well. All right, here we go. Time to stop trying to blend it in to the point where I touch something else. I'm running out of space. That's part of the problem here. All right. Got enough of it. So let's see how this works. Get the extra color out, or extra water out, because I've got a lot of it. And now we have to carefully apply for blending. Get this out. Right. Now, I'm trying to see if I can get this over the. Just trying to draw over the lines that change from this color to the purple, and then we'll try to turn that into another line. And then when I get down into the deepers, I can't use that color anymore. I have to be careful about over. There we go. There we go. Got that one out. Just gotta be careful about my placement of my color, because that's when I start over blending and I wipe out the primary color, which I'm trying to avoid. Got to give it a chance to blend out. Without destroying the primary yellow. That is the trick. And I still got to make sure I have enough purple in there too. So I can't take the blend all the way down. I have to. This is what I call my Yurple, and got my Yurple or my Purple. Yeah, I think Yurple is better. Which, by the way, is a pet peeve of mine. The naming conventions of these paints are crazy bad. Extremely crazy bad. I mean, it's like you're like what the heck is graveyard gray? I don't know. What the heck is a graveyard color of a graveyard gray? And I do like that Army Painter is, or at least they did with their latest air paints. They put in the actual color. You know, it might say graveyard gray, and it'll say something like purplish gray. You know, you're like, okay, purplish gray. That I can work with. That's an actual thing. Or like murder scene. Okay, in your head, if you've never seen the color before, what the heck is murder scene? It's like that's not a color. You're just assuming like a person might think, oh, that's lots of red. By the way, it's not. Murder scene is red. Yes, there's red in it, but it's a lot of purple and other colors. And you're like, okay, that's murder scene. What is it? And then they have slaughter red. Now, what the heck is slaughter red? If murder scene is purple, what do you think slaughter red is? Murder scene would be, or slaughter red is just really, really, really red. Because apparently, at a murder scene doesn't have as much red, I guess, because you know people can be murdered with poison. I don't know. I don't know why it's purple, but it's just apparently a thing. So yeah, it's some weird color names. And there's a lot of them. And then they have all these various skin tones, right? Like I mean, there's dark skin tone. Okay, well that's not bad. But how about barbarian flesh? What color is the color of a barbarian's flesh? I mean, can't a barbarian be any race? So why is a barbarian's flesh going to be any different, any consistent color? You can have a barbarian elf, a barbarian drow, a barbarian anything. Then how can you pick a color to call it barbarian flesh? Now I can see goblin. Okay, now there's a goblin green. Now, traditionally goblins are green, so I can kind of get how goblin green is green. But barbarian flesh could be any color flesh in all the world, so they decided to claim this. And by the way, it's kind of a white flesh. It's not a dark flesh. It's not a blue flesh for Drow. It's not a dark flesh for, I don't know, whatever a dark flesh character might be. In the fantasy, I don't know who all the dark characters are. What would be the race? They're just dark characters, right? Dark fleshed characters. Well, they're not African, so it's not like you can say they come from Africa or from anything like that, or they're just dark fleshed Americans or dark fleshed whatever they are. But they do exist in fantasy. They just don't really have a explicit, like, I don't know of any race that's specifically dark fleshed in fantasy realms. Um, but then again, in fantasy realms, who cares, right? I mean, it could be anything, anyone. But again, it wouldn't say that any particular one can't be a dark flesh person could be uh, just as easily a barbarian as a light flesh person. So you can't really say barbarian flesh. That's nothing. Like other colors, I got like alien purple. You know, in most of the alien movies, yes, there are aliens that are purple, I suppose, but most of them aren't. They're usually like green, like little green man, duh, green or gray or something like that, some odd color. They're not that often alien or purple. Purple's not a typically assumed alien color. So why do we have alien purple? Just saying, it's not a natural presumption. Um, Other colors. Evil Sun's Scarlet. Okay, well at least it has the red word in it. So whatever Evil Suns are, I guess that's about right. I can, and they're not spelled suns by the way. It's SUNZ. So, but okay, Evil Suns. I get it. If the suns can be evil, that's the color it would be. Evil Sun Scarlet. It's the scarlet of evil suns. Um, then there's pallid bone. You know, I don't even know what pallid. What color is pallid? Or a zealot. A zealot yellow. Is that because they're chicken? Why is a zealot yellow? What makes a zealot? What makes a zealot yellow? That's another odd thing. They're cowards. All you zealots out there, you're just a bunch of cowards. Zealots, excuse me? Who you calling a coward, man? I'm no stinking coward. It's like, well, I beg to differ. You are a zealot, and if you're a zealot, I don't know, you're a coward. Trying very hard not to touch the tips of my yellow. The yellow has to be the right color at the top. So I'm trying very hard to keep my blending away from the tips of the arcs. No matter what happens, the one thing I can't do is bring my yellow to the tips of the arcs. Bring my blending up. Gotta keep that brightness. So that these can blend nicely. And if I can get it to blend nicely, it's just like having it fully purple at the bottom. It's like fully purple at the bottom, but at the same time, I gotta have a transition, and you can't touch the bottom of the valleys of the outfit. or we'll lose our connection to it. Going for that precision targeting. Nothing else, I'm getting practice at precision targeting with my paintbrush. If nothing else happens here, I'm getting practice with putting the paint exactly where it's meant to be. Now, whether I'm getting any better at it or not, I'm getting practice at it, so at least I can't say, well, I didn't have any practice. Future endeavors. It's all about the future endeavors. Yeah, and I don't got a lot of time too. This is like a really short 30-minute lake session as usual, as I've been doing a lot of lately. Oops. As you watch me doing this, you hear oops, and you're like, oh, no oopses. You can't have oopses, man. Oopses aren't an option. You can't do oops. But I have an oops. No, no oops. No oops allowed, man. But I need an oops. No, you can't have an oops. Everywhere the lines did went, my brush was sure to go. There he had a little man whose fleece was yellow as snow. Everywhere a blending line went, the brush was sure to go. So there should be no more whole yellows, but if I mess up, I might need to pull in another bit of whole yellow. With the right amount of blending, it doesn't look bad, but it's really tricky to get it so that it is just that, the right amount. And it's not just about, transitioning. It's about making sure I don't have too much yellow at the top. It's like it should peak at yellow, but and slowly transition to the purple, which has got to transition to peaking at fully purple too, or it's got to peak or bottom out at fully purple, however you want to say that. So does he have yellow robes or does he have purple robes? Are they purple and yellow? What is this? What is this craziness you're doing, Ken? Can you not make up your mind? Are you a little bit of everywhere? Are you just insane? The answer and to this and more in the following adventures of Paint by Number. Yeah, I know. Paint by numbers. That's what I feel like sometimes. I'm painting by numbers. It's because in the in the it's an amateur way to paint. That's what I mean, sort of way. You know, it's not really. I'm not really painting by numbers, or I'm not even following any kind of guide. But it's just about trying new things and, with any luck, not failing too poorly. It's like you've got it. The thought is that every version of yellow and purple I could possibly come up has to exist. Some of that's from being translucent. Some of it's from being, like the yellow kind of blends through. But if you don't have every single color variation, then you're gonna have lines. So you're constantly trying to find the next color that you forgot to put in there. The next purple Yurple variant. You don't want a line. A good blend has no lines. You should be able to look at it and go, yeah, I don't know where that changes. Somewhere along the way that's changing into another color, but I can't quite tell where. I can't tell where did it go from purple. Because I should at some point eventually just be able to grab some purple here. Go, yeah, I need purple. And then you're like, oh. Problem is, I think my colors are drying. Man, my shoulder's really hurting these days. I'm gonna have to take some ibuprofen before I go to bed. It's just been really not happy from my last few days of exercise. I guess I overdid it again. Torturing my unhappy shoulder as much as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and give myself a little actual purple over here. You know what? I think my paint is just drying. That's the problem. I think I'm just losing my. It's not coming off the brush anymore. as it gets too wet. Trying to bring it back up. What time is it? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I do have to call it. I do need to. Yep, this is why it takes so long. This is why we get hours and hours and hours of. Wait, did my phone die? Did I kill it again? Nope. Why did it come off? Well, it is ticking. 37 minutes worth. All right. Well, I don't know if I accomplished anything, to be honest. I mean, is there much here to be photoed? Oh, well, let's do it anyway. Each session deserves a photo, even if it is only a mediocre improvement over the others. Don't really have a back view of him, so let's get a back view. Haven't been, I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a front view too. This is like a little too many. He doesn't have enough weight to hold him back. He doesn't. The only way I'm going to get him to stay back is to. I think the magnet wouldn't let that float away, but apparently not. There you go. That is it for now, troops. Got a lot of pics of this guy. Progress. I'm gonna have. I can do a whole GIF out of the way this guy came together, but we'll see how that goes. Let's keep moving. Keep on trucking. We will do more. We will do more. Keep working at that. Do some other color. I do like way better the way the shirt looks. The purple just blends in better. That's why they say when you, one of the things I've heard, who was it? Not Miniac. Ninjon. Yeah, Ninjon. I remember him telling me that, or saying something that made a lot of sense, and I've kind of done that in the past and found it kind of works, is if you use a wash at the end, that's the same wash over the entire thing. It doesn't even have to be like you just totally douse it, but you use the same wash. What it does is it takes all the colors that you've got and brings them in line with each other. It could be a really thin, very, very nothing wash, but it'll just like give everything the right same hue. So like if I have a dark purple and a yellow, if I do something like I don't know, maybe a brownish, a light brown all over it, because brown and yellow and brown is actually a transitional color for some of that stuff. Or if I want to do like even a yellow wash, which would be weird, but you could do it, a yellow wash over everything. You could do like a light color, a very light brown might be like a yellow wash. You might not put it on the total tops of everything or even on the total bottoms, but you want to get it so that the whole thing, all the colors get touched by the same color, and it brings the whole mini into line because it all has that same hue. It's hued together. All right, Till next time, take it easy.